and that is an exciting place to be. Fourth quarter, going to get that CT start, which is a good news for them. I say that. I think actually they're on the T side here, and indeed they are. As we look down at the players, we got things swapped around. Nonetheless, I am interested. We didn't really get to see a whole lot of the T side from Stomp God, or rather from fourth quarter, because obviously they were playing against a 4v5. Not ideal.
Yeah, their CT side is going to be put to the test here on an actual 5v5, that's for sure. Gonzo, you're not the entirety of the A bomb site. He's gotten into the site here early on. Bomb plant as well has gotten in as Gonzo just clearing out the head of Blessa. That's full control. And again, pistol rounds are a big deal, but there's this fast flank of 3 players here. That's going to have a field day, or else he might struggle. They all move past his crosshair. Any shots connected, the reaction is to quickly move in towards spawn, though, as they try to find the spam through the smoke. Here's on the bomb here. Full defuse coming on off, and I don't even know if they realize it. Eventually, they spam him through the smoke. Gonzo able to find that running out of ammo is Shepard. The pure chaos, but it will favor the likes of fourth quarter.
Indeed, it will. As you talked about it in that last game that we saw on Ancient about how this really can, this attack side, this T side can really come down to pistols and whether or not you're able to pick them up. Well, here's fourth quarter. You got a pistol. Looks like they're going to be running it down. As this is going to be a meeting of minds here. 3 players from Stomp Gods pushing forward. Seb. They don't know. Fear with a 1. Follow up, not there. Lester on the double. Nicely done. And it's going to be a nice little anti-eco victory. Assuming that Hunter can't do much.
He's going to be locked out of this one. Okay. There you go. Take down Lester, the low HP bar here. Looks like MD doesn't want anything to do with that spam. Still, he's stuck in the donut with no escape. That smoke will allow him for him to run away. Running a bit low in the chamber. I think he only has 4 bullets left. That P250. Spammed him all straight through. He's going to hunt him. We'll catch him in the back. And there you go. Second round delivered right there. And we'll see fourth quarter continue their success.
Nicely done. We're going to get things swapped around, by the way, on the overlay. Apologies for that. But Stomp Gods, not able to find success there in the early stages. That's okay. Things happen. But fourth quarter, gotta say, early T-side start and early advantage on the T-side start. That's exactly what you want to see.
Yeah, again, when we talk about benchmarks, you're looking for 4 or 5 as a nice and comfortable T-side round. Now that has kind of changed as people have figured out the T-sides more and more so, but the sentiment still remains the same. This is a nice flashbang setup in towards Jaguar. Quick 1-for-1 trade. That's a big pickup. You'll take that one, slowly trying to dwindle away that B-bomb site. And does leave Fear a bit isolated. That smoke not quite on the par. Blessa trying to exploit that gap.
There might be 2 prongs to this attack here, Cole. Flashes all come in. To say that, though, it's Fear to find the frag, and it's Shepard here on the flank. For Jaguar might be a bit of a problem, and yes, Shepard taking down Lesser. Push comes forward. On being planted, Blessa through the smoke, dispatches everyone but Gonzo. Now setting in the 1 versus 3. Trying to find Shepard first. It's going to create the 1v1. 2 players coming from the same angle. As Gonzo gets the reload. He needs an ace for this one. He's got the frag, and he's looking for it. There it is! Gonzo! Not quite the ace. I did my math wrong, but it's a quad. Close enough.
Gonzo, what a hero, man. The 1v3 post-plant situation. And not only does that give them a 3rd round, but think about it. They're getting closer quickly to a stellar T-side half, and it's only 4 rounds in. They've given themselves so much, and probably a little bit more off that. Money is going to be quite low.
Look at the... I don't know if you saw the response there from
It
Stomp Gods. I mean, it was absolutely chaos there in the comms for a moment. Everyone kind of talking and yelling and trying to get some information out. But that is a huge win. And not only a win for that round, but for the next round as well, because you can see the money, it's just broken. Blessa and Hunter are going to have a deagle apiece, a little bit of util as well. But this is going to be a tough task to overcome.
No kidding. Execution in towards A. It seems like this is just going to be pretty front forward. No secret about this execution, and I think now that time has expired, Stomp Gods, they've gathered a little bit more information here. We have a lot of presence towards this A-bomb site. So this might be a bit of a mistake to commit to this execution. Smoke gets recycled. They're going to go through it. You need a lot of presence here, and there you go. Already 2 kills rolling on off. The crossfires are too good, but Seb eventually able to chew through it. We need a little bit more, though. Seb! What on earth was that 3K entry? He's so low on HP, and he still comes up with 3.
It's that duo with 7 Gonzo. He moves, but Shepard back in business. Gonzo's falling, Lesser fragging, Seb with the quad, and it's back-to-back rounds that fourth quarter are bailed out of by star plays.
Man, what a round right there. Seb, on low HP, is still able to find 2 more kills, has his impact, and then Lesser, of course, holding the line with that op shot. Absolutely brilliant right there. Massive lifeline given to continue that, because again, that ace stack, it could have been so lethal. Instead, another round 1 thanks to Seb. Oh, they got a little boost action going on. Lesser, you didn't even get a chance to talk about him much in the pregame. Such an effective op opener. Such an aggressive opper. It's got to be a blessing to have on the T side.
100%, especially on this map. We'll see if we can find any more here on the other side. See you later. Blessa. Gone. Down and out. Another one? No, not quite.
Ooh.
It's a nice flash from Fear, and Fear able to find a follow-up as well before Seb puts him to bed, and Seb with another one. Oh, this man in his doubles just finds opening after opening, and the Molotov gonna be pushed him back with dirt. He's pushed forward very aggressively. He's found the frag. Seb falling down. 2 versus 2. Luck and Gonzo coming up against Zert and Shepard. Zert knows exactly where Luck is sitting in the spam damage, but Luck denies him. That's huge plays, and now it's Shepard, who's not going to be able to find Gonzo, has already pushed so far forward. 5 rounds for fourth quarter. They're already at the mark that you said they should be aspiring towards.
Yeah, this is more than what you'd hope for on a T side, and you're only 6 rounds in. Anything else that you get here is just bonus. You've given yourself some cushion. Now, you don't want to lose 10 rounds in a row. That's obviously a problem factor. Then you got something going wrong. But either way, you have given yourself a lot of steam here to kick things off. This is interesting. Zert, straight in the back lines here, Seb. Hard to expect this. Should be sidelined here soon. Depends on how aggressive Zert wants to go. I think they're just going to kind of hang around each other. Realize one-way smoke actually works for Blessa. There you go. Seb has just realized, turns his attention a little bit. Just enough to catch that flank. And A becomes a bit compromised at the moment.
Hindu Donut. Success and MP are going to fall. The Luck is ready and waiting in the wing. They're on site. Whew. You get dumpstered. It's all on the Fear. Does have an AK? But it looks to me like he's just elected to save right now. This is going to go in towards Donut, but that's an even more dangerous position. I think this should be a save.
I think that's likely. See if you can find any exits. Turning that corner, certain death. You don't need to necessarily save. I wouldn't mind him trying to find a kill or 2 on those way out. Speaking of it, that's a perfect angle there. Hard clears Luck. This is done from him. He can do more damage as well. He's running out of time. I don't think there's much of a chance, but it does make it a bit scary. The thing is, it's now a 6th round here for fourth quarter on the T side of Ancient, and they don't show any signs of stopping. They're winning so many clutches. They're gathering so much momentum, and nothing can slow them down right now.
This is a scary looking fourth quarter side. Back in the hands of Lesser. Bomb as well before he gets dropped out. Double op set up here for the defensive here, and Zert pick him up. And I gotta say, you know, they've not found any success, and now they have. Lesser down. That's a big opening frag to find.
There you go. Fairly rare 4v5 in favor of Stomp Gods here. On the T side of, or CT side of Ancient, rather. Big pickup from the Op of Fear. Specifically onto an Opera that's been very lethal in these gun rounds. Going back towards mid at the moment. I like this. Plus is very isolated from any support system.
Very true, but he's also in a bit of an off angle. You don't always see players sitting here, especially not this late. That being said, I don't know if it's going to come to fruition. Oh, yes, it is. This timing is magnificent. If he finds a frag here on the flank, it might be all over. There it is. Oh, got it as well. That's huge. Zeb able to fight back. They're on the site. It's a 2v3. Two of these aren't ops. Oh, that's dirty work. 20 seconds.
Oh my
And
god.
Fear just using the jump peek to find out where Seb's standing denies him.
That's incredible. Great pickup right there for your first. Fear on the AWP might be a big answer for this roster. At least it is for their first round of play. Same with Bless on that flank. The fact that he gets away with 2 frags there is a massive overperformance from him. I thought that quick trade would have came through from Jaguar. Fear again looking for this head-to-head. Surprisingly enough, the economy kind of broken from this T side. I notice execution. Op isn't the best hold against the massive Tech 9s that are rushing him down. And there you go. Gonzo finds the first. No Op being picked up yet, but it's a 4v5 in a post-plant situation that you'll certainly be happy to work with.
And, oh, there's the push. Dirt. Good for it. So is Shepard and Hunter. Still, 2 alive, and Lester's got an AK. I love this off angle that Lester's playing here. MD gonna take that first fight out. No way they expect it. They don't! It's a double! Trying for the triple kill! No! Denied by Zert, but Lesser had an option. It was there. If he had hit that spray transfer, I would have been livid, as would have stopped Gods.
Oh my god. That is an incredible amount of damage to the economy. But yeah, that clutch coming so close, and honestly, fourth quarter I've been winning impossible clutch after impossible clutch, so that one would just be another tally on the mark. They bring it close, that's key. At least don't allow for too much money to be stacked up on that CT side. Early aggression from Shepard. Not to be expecting is 2 around the corner. No one able to close in. Eventually Gonzo does push through the smoke, but only met with Blessa. And a quick dismissal from the entirety of the fourth quarter rosters. So able to do some damage here. Anything else you got for us?
Nothing more to find. Excuse me. English is hard. Fourth quarter. I mean, yeah, they've already got 6 rounds. Can they find more? This double op setup is very expensive, and you can see what it's done. I mean, Stomp Gods having to rebuy here. Their money pretty close to dead. Shepard with 1,500. Hunter the same about. Zert's got the most 3K, and it's not much better anywhere else. Unless there's another op in hand. You seeing the AX? What's coming through here?
I think they're going to go for it here. Zert finally gets a chance to utilize his secondary. But imagine he'll be smoked off. Not much else presence other than in Donut. And it's yet to be a real commitment being made just yet. They're trying to bait out presence here, and they certainly need to, because right now there's a very heavy approach. Quick rotations could arrive towards that A bomb site, considering there's only 2 players kind of committed towards B. Make that 1 now. There you go. That smoke alone draws the attention of 2 and remains in position.
Still, no lasting advantage gain other than the damage done to Lesser. Shepard on towards the rotate here. on the site. Here comes the push. D taken out early there as well, and Hunter and Shepard both finding frags individually, leaving Sconzo and Luck in the 2 versus 5. Not ideal in any way.
Yeah, not quite. They just had so much presence shown over towards A. The read from the mid hold, not spotting out anything for so long. Blessa had a world of information and a similar round to Mini in the previous. Holding in that cubby, he's just either able to find incredible flanks or just hold down a really effective anchor position in terms of where they could be. And in this case, they chose rightly, and they just had 3 players on that A execution ready to defend. It was far too much to ask. The fourth quarter cracked through.
Yeah, you can't play around and show that much of yourself before you even attempt to hit the site. Stomp Gods basically had 4 players at the site by the time they came through. It's a bit of a weird purchase. The Deagle, Tech 9, 3 rifles. It's a very fast push. Shepard got the flash out. Pulling the gun, can't hit the shot. Blessa can. Double kill. Zert taking his shot, but he's gonna be whiffing.
Ooh, it's equalized now. Luck finds a second. Blessa. Seems like he's aware. Lesser gonna go down. That's the one high HP player. Quickly disposed of. Blessa, does he want anything more? Turns that corner. It gives him an opportunity to go back. Twos. Headshotting will be held from him, but he still finds another. Locking this one down. Ace potential looking likely. Seb looking to deny here. Blessa. He falls back. He doesn't hunt down for the 50 roll now, though. Of course, as I say that. Blessa does find it. Nice little 5K. Another ace on the day.
Stomp Gods really are starting to run away with things here. Nearly able to find a 6-6, the tied game. That being said, like we have already discussed, I mean, 6 rounds here on the T side is a nice half to start with. And if that's the minimum that fourth quarter have got to work with, then it's going to only go up from here. Here we go. Here comes out. Push from Hunter. He's denied. He's got 2, though, on the entry. Blesser comes forward. Nice jump as, coming in. Blessed team damage ultimately does find the kills, though, and to help the Zerk, we're going to put things to bed. The op is recovered as well. Double op still invested.
Yeah, it's good that they found their footing here in the CT side. Too little too late might be the case once we see that second half roll on out, but a 9-6 half is the best you can finish when you've already given over 6 rounds. So maybe warming up into the server was all that's required for Stomp Gods. You continue to string these together, though. Heavy presence early on towards B. A little bit of a different approach. Oh, boosted up. Oh, he's seen him. Just barely solid, but doesn't matter. There's a flank from Blessa on the side. It's traded quickly, but man, that was a chance for Lesser.
Blessa's been really good in the last, 3 or 4 rounds, finding success everywhere. Not just single frags as well. It's double, triple kills even. But initially taken out, or rather traded by Seb. Good play overall. And look at the amount of time the fourth quarter are giving Rod to move away, and Hunter finding a nice timing on the opener. Still 3v3.
Realize here, but there's that op presence in the back lines of fear. And of course, punching in those numbers, one of the hardest things to do on that B-bomb site. You can see just why. The spam through the smoke. You never get a chance to do it. Too late for MD. And there's the lead back into Stomp God's hands. Now you're going to get a whole lot more of that once fourth quarter, they get on that CT side. But for now, it's Stomp Gods that get to enjoy the success.
For now, like you said, I mean, when you're already at 6, you got to be thinking in the back of your head, it's your fourth quarter. Okay, well, how much more can we get? One more round here. We're dominating. Either way, Lesser trying for a nose scope through smoke. Not going to work out this time. We'll have to see. Fourth quarter can pull this one in.
If that's the case. Yep. Careful approach right now. Towards middle. No one's trying to give up the game at the moment. Very passive on both sides of things. Finally, not too much presence made out towards mid. As you can see. Pretty lacking in that department. A rare occurrence so far, as we've seen Blessa hold down that position so often. Instead, trying to fake some execution in towards B. All the while, though, there's no presence over in Jaguar, so there's no need to react to this. Ultra crazily.
See that Gonzo's trying to make himself known. If you look at the rotate, there's nobody actually on the A site. This could be huge.
It's heading in towards A bomb site. I like this. They gotta have a smoke for this. They cannot allow for Zert to pick him as they cross.
It's a good flash. Oh, bless it. Finding one out there. Gonzo on towards Fear as the entry comes through. There's the bomb plant. 4 versus 4. Flashbang is out. Pretty easily dispatching with Blessa. 3 on 3. Low health for a couple of these key side players.
Gonzo just takes care of both of them from Donut. There it leaves Zert. And there's a chance for 7, man. There's a chance to win this half at the moment. We'll see Zert try and win this 1v2, though. In the meantime, he's at the bomb at the very least. Jiggling, though. 7 knows he's off of it. Full swing comes through. That's 1 kill. He's bought so much time here. No scopes hit. Is there enough time? There's surely not. No way. What an attempt, though, from Zert. Almost makes the impossible happen.
But it is a tied game. It's 7-7. On Ancient.
Oh, gosh. Don't remind me.
You know, whenever you think, well, yeah, fourth quarter, they won the round, but they lost all their players. I almost feel like the answer is who cares?
Right. Yeah.
They've got 7 rounds, and maybe I'm overselling this, but jeez.
Yeah, I mean, we could see like a strong start and a struggle to commit as well. I'll hold that thought, though. This is just an all-out B-ramp aggression. Shepard has pushed past the back line here, but in the meantime, they're just going to take early Jaguar control. And well, Fear finds one through that smoke onto Luck. Now forced to watch from the sideline. Haven't pushed through the smoke just yet. Instead, they're holding around it. No commitment being made. Instead, it's just a 4v5 advantage and so much HP taken off the shoulders of fourth quarter.
That's part of the problem with this Jaguar position. You know, it's so small. If you're not able to initially find the frags, you're just basically a magnet for HEs. I love how they've just entirely cut info here. The problem is, unlike last time, where there was already rotations off of A, this has actually been really solid, and there's still players in Donut. Now the push is going to come in. About the spam. Where is that going to come through? Fear. Oh, going to hit the shot. Follow up. Not there. Gonzo has the frag, and Hunter through the smoke does it again.
Here comes the impossible challenge, planting bomb on the A bomb site, where smokes are all around here. No retreat offered up as well. Bless us, cutting that one off. And Stomp Gods, they win 8 rounds on their CT side of Ancient. Talked about the possibility of us overselling it. I don't know how much I buy into that. I think this map's super CT sided. I saw some signs of life as well from fourth quarter. They looked very comfortable on their CT side. It was, again, that 4v5. But the thing is, they had flashbang set up. So they had aggression. They had protocols set in place there. So obviously, Ancient's a bit of a comfort map for them in their wheelhouse, that's for sure. At least in terms of comfortability and familiarity.
Yeah, this might be a real bad pick by Stomp Gods. Just not realizing that they're picking into another Ancient team. Rare as that might be. Here we go. Second half to play. Gonzo. Oh, what a one-tap. Man's dirty. And continues to find success. Here we go again. Gonzo! You're so ridiculous. He's outrageous. Give him another. Look how paralyzed here Stomp Gods are. Lester and Seb, they're involved as well, Gonzo. That's a triple. Fourth quarter. In the game, it's 8-8.
And think about what he was designed to do in that round as well. Think about what fourth quarter entrusted him with, the sole A player in that round to start things off, finding 3 kills, man. How do you get away with that? Making it look easy as well, and
And
then
surviving.
buying time for the rotates to arrive as well.
100%. You know, playing that one and done angle, then falling back, getting another one as well on the re-entry. It's all Glocks for Stomp Gods. They aren't buying in, no force here. And in fairness, I can understand that. Here comes that foot. Quite a bit of damage, and Luck is here. He's sort of bailed him out. Lots of cash flow there for Luck, who farmed up. Cool. 18 hundo.
A lot of money picked up from the MP9s. Not too bad. And fourth quarter now taking the lead here on the CT side is a big deal. Again, now we get to see some gun rounds though from Stomp God, so maybe some potential to bounce back. We'll have to see what they have in store for us in the second half. They're going to need a stellar T side rather, especially with the fact that they didn't even pick up this round. That's another problem factor. Luck. Pulling a little bit of an MD.
You know, sometimes jumping is hard, though. No need for judgment.
Oh, man. Might run in the team here. No big deal. We'll let that one slide. Look at this control. Just let them slide in towards B-bomb. So full plant as well. 5v5 post plant. And no kills through the smoke this time. A little bit of damage on a few, sure, but nothing set in stone.
This first gun round's looking good. Here we go. It's a nice flash. I really like that flash from Seb. Unfortunately, the timing's just not great. The trade there, Zerp, Lesser. There's got another one. Things are looking worse and worse here for the defense. Seb finding limited success in the time. It's ticked away. Gonna have to give it up. The Seb and Gonzo run the other way. There's a round on the board there for the T side. As they answer back, it's 9-9.
Nicely done. I mean, great T-side gun round start for Stomp Gods. Proven that they do have a little bit of prowess, although I will say, a bit of a head scratcher with what fourth quarter was going for. I'll be honest, a massive gap on that east side of the map. No one really playing to try and hold that down. And so you're not going to be able to walk away with rounds like that all the time. This time more presence towards B again. It's a little bit lacking though, still. Only one offer holding down the back, rather Seb holding down the back line, and have one player in Jaguar, but usually it's more of a 3-man B lean that we see more often.
See what can be done here. Here's Gonzo. Oh, that's great timing, and he's got the double kill. So, you'll 1-2 punch. MD takes the initial swing there, makes it difficult, and then Gonzo swings back around as in order to kind of complete that. Now, gotta find that bomb. Now it's been gained back. Let's get here, but it's a flank, and Seb has the frag. MD as well. Fourth quarter. They have pulled off an instant response to Stomp God's singular T-sided round thus far.
Excellent. Nicely done from fourth quarter. It's also going to put him in a weird spot economically. 100 not too poised to invest into a round like this. And buy a little bit of Tech 9 armor action, maybe some utility to back this one up. But for the most part, just trying to even out that economy and do some damage, mainly the fourth quarter. Again, T side of Ancient, it's all about breaking that CT side economy to try and string rounds together. Give yourself enough to close it out. It's a whole lot harder now that your goal is to hit 16 and you got a long way to get there. But it's still possible. Again, we don't want to cut them out too early. They're going to execute up this B ramp, though, and it might be just explosive enough to get the job done.
Well, that's a damning shot. Lesser. Seb. The traded is Seb. Here's Luck. He's going to deny that plant with Shepard. Shepard, look at your monitor. What's going on? Hunter able to find Luck eventually, but that is brutal. Shepard ignored him in the corner.
I truly don't know how that slipped past him, to be honest with you.
I mean, Listen, we've all been there, but still, that's gotta be you gotta be kicking yourself after that one.
Okay, bit of a heartbreaker there. Hunter's still looking to deliver some damage. Bomb plant would be massive, but instead the P250 of Lesser to finish the job there. Eco round, not too bad. He did some damage. He didn't get that number punched in, but you're still able to get that investment out once again. Op into fear as well. Maybe that could be an answer on this T side to get some rounds going.
Certainly could be. Fear was pretty good there on the CT side. He's pretty good. He was very good. Really made life hard for Lesser. Gonzo has put Shepard into the grave. An early pick in towards the middle area. Really nicely done.
Early on, Shepard taken care of. Right now, again, interesting heavy back over towards the A bomb site. A bit atypical. 3 players positioned and ready to go. Not a lot of info as well towards B other than this position inside cave and Seb holding a passive angle. All they have to do is walk up the ramp right now and they'll give themselves a world of information, a world of space to work with.
When does this push come out? There's the smoke. 2 smokes. 1 for either side. Flashbangs in response. Luck gonna have a big task to do here. Lots ends are all pushed forward, but Luck's denied. Here is that strong attack now opening the sight. And Hunter through the smoke finds Seb. Molly not gonna be good enough to deny the plant. It's a 3v4.
Great way to get there as well. Again, that crawl up the V ramp was exactly what was required to get some of that passivity punished. There you go, though. Hunter is taking down another. MD finds a quick trade, but they're struggling to get access into that site. Lesser, with his AWP presence, he probably doesn't want to give this one up. Now, 1v3, there's far too many angles to cross. And so he will bow out of this one. He takes a long way down towards CT spawn. Gonna run away, give this one up, and attempt delivered. It's showing some fight here in the T side. That can be a big deal in terms of trying to fight back here for Stomp Gods.
Absolutely. You got to keep in mind, that's only the second round for Stomp Gods on this T side. They haven't been able to put 2 together at the same time either. So that would be the next thing to do is Stomp Gods want to continue this sort of success. Need to string these rounds in together in 4th quarter. Well, their money's good enough that they have the buy. Does Gonzo go for a double up here? Or is he just going to go for, or is just going to let Lesser use a singular op? Clearly, 4th quarter, I think, feeling the need to adjust something. So I don't know if the double op would be the right go.
Honestly, I think that you're right there. Double up isn't that necessary. I think what's necessary is some more presence to be put towards B. You're giving up a lot of space in that side of the map, and oftentimes it's just not all that common for teams to have such a lacking setup. Now I say that they've got a couple players trying to lurk out A and take that presence away. Meanwhile, the bomb is positioned towards B, ready to execute. So they're split all the way down the map.
Yeah, there's a lot of question marks right here. But you talked about that B hold and how odd the current 4th quarter has been. Now they've got 3 locked and loaded here at B.
I'm ready to go, although I'm not sure if they'll ever have to commit to this. You see that Zert already pushing his way in towards Temple has abused the fact that there's such a lacking presence towards A. They've read him like a book. Zert might even be able to slip in towards CT spawn, so if you want, you can hit the B bomb site not only from B and Jaguar and all of that, you can hit it from spawn as well, and what a gap that has been. The issue is, there is someone covering this. You see Seb, even though it's not necessarily because of
the timing.
CT spawn, he's going to expect this because no one's watching mid, no one's watching red room. They're hitting A, though. He's going to cut off rotations.
How does this go down? 2 players over in Donut. Gonna get smoked off. Mollies go back and forth. Zerk. Here we go. He holds his fire, but no, Seb! He checks it at the right time, and Lesser denies Blessa. The ball might be planted, but it's still a 5v3. My apologies. It's MD on the flank, and Fear falls. Lesser, as well, finds a triple.
I cannot believe my eyes that Seb had cleared that angle. He had no reason to do that other than the slight inkling that that was a possibility, other than the slight chance that maybe someone squeaked by towards mid. Maybe there was a chance, but my God, what the awareness was for him to find that. Saves his team the game, the round rather, right there.
Well, I mean, depending on how this next round goes, it might be the game. Because you can see the money, it's not perfect for Stomp Gods. We've got 3 AKs along with 2 MAC 10s. And it's back to the 3-man setup here at B. And that is where the majority of these players are set as well. Lesser. Real thin angle, but he's going to hit the shot. That's fantastic.
Absolutely incredible. Nothing you could do there, sir. Flashbang wasn't enough to keep Lesser away from you. Again, another opening kill from him. And what they're walking into is an MD right around the corner. Lining up. Oh my God. I just saw it happening. Massive potential for a disaster for Stomp Gods as he almost peeked into the same angle together. Gets that op presence out, but it's baited out so much utility. Look what they have left in their pockets. It's 2 smokes and a molly, 1 flashbang. That's all they have for an execution. They walk back towards B, and maybe that's enough for an execution in this part of the map. They still have so much players hanging around in this direction.
Might as well be a couple quarters, a nickel, and a few pennies to play with. But like you said, it might be enough. But I love Luck's position. This is something you don't have set every single time. On the late molly, there's not a lot of time. There might have to run through this thing. The flashbang is good. 1 let through. Luck still in the back corner. Lester has to drag on towards Shepard. No Luck. He's been denied. He finds the frag at Seb as well through the smoke. It's Blessa all alone, but no time to play.
Yeah, nothing to do. Saving the Mac 10. Oh, no. You gotta stay alive. You cannot afford to go down. Even still, you're walking away with a Mac 10 in your pockets and $400. I guess it's nice. Better to have than just a P250 that has been dropped over from maybe a teammate or something. Either way, man, I don't even know if you really want to save in that position.
I think I probably would have preferred Bless to go die with the rest of them, but maybe he can find something big here. You never know. And look at Gonzo close by. Bless is on the lead. He's going to be the first to lose his head. It's a trade. And MD has the frag, and he nearly got a collat. Not going to happen, but it's a triple kill regardless. Nearly the quad. As the op goes down, Shepard looking for more, but it's 1 versus 3.
2 now. He's found the first. Able to isolate these fights. They're very separated from each other. But he has to realize the off angle that's currently being held. Zeb, very hard to clear, and 1 bullet could do Shepard in this round. But he's going to take a different approach. He's gathered bomb, slowing things down, using that full force of utility. Going to get all his opportunities in. A plant from behind the box. Movement into CT. No. Block. Makes the executive decision to push through that smoke, shut things down.
Ultimately, a good decision. A bit dangerous, sure, in the back end. But again, you know, that kind of goes to the point of doesn't matter at this point. You know, 14-10 is the score. The last buy here for Stomp Gods. They really want an opportunity in this second half. They've only been able to find 2 rounds here on their T side thus far. They need more.
You're exactly right. Quite a bit more than what they're currently coming up with. And again, it just goes to a credit how CT-sided this map is. We've seen some great fight. We've seen some great T-sided rounds from Stomp God, but what they've never been able to do is control that economy. They've never been able to consistently string rounds together, and that's just a credit to how CT side of this map can be. It's so very difficult to do that. It was no harm to them. They just didn't get that CT side start that they or yeah, CT side start that they needed, and 8-7 just isn't enough to cut it. At least it shouldn't be, unless they can win this one. And that's not a way to come back. Gonzo with an absolute wide swing right there. Massive gap over towards A that they're going to try and exploit once again. Zert has done it. And not as committed to go in towards CT spawn this time.
I wonder why. I wouldn't want to go there either. Hunter just saw the fallback there. Luck could maybe find some timing through that smoke. He's heard that they're falling all the way back. In through mid. MD, though, is there. And Hunter is dispatched. Now, in towards spawn here is Zerk. And it's Lesser to die, but now the jig is up.
And the smokes have faded away. Long gone now. There's no smokes to replace them as well. There's still that donut position. Yeah, it's too hard. Never able to punch in those numbers. Gonzo was always going to be there from the side. Tried to make proactive plays. They tried to take the fights, but none of those fights go in their way. 15-10 here for fourth quarter, and likelihood for 16 unless Stomp Gods have anything to say about it.
I mean, this is just the problem. We talked about it. You know, we discussed whether or not we were overreacting to the fact that it was 7-8 at the half, and the answer is no. Not in the slightest. Gonzo, once again, wide swinging once again, fragging out once again, finding that early frag.
Smoke takes down Shepard, but Express delivers that bomb straight to your doorstep as well.
Oh.
Able to walk away with that one. You could call this one curtains, although maybe I've spoken too soon. Totally unaware of that possibility. I'm wondering how. Massive gap exploited right there. MD now looking to Gonzo rather recover. Gets wide swung though. Zerk counting out, and this one's curtains here. Spear left, last man standing. Seb's gonna find him, and it's 16-10 in favor of fourth quarter.
A lot of blood in spawn.
I was about to say that. That is quite a bit.
There we go. You know, I was a bit surprised at the level of murder there. No, we're fine. Here's fourth quarter. CT side start for them. And then Stomp Gods on the T side. This is sort of a rerun of that nuke game we saw before, but the big difference here is that fourth quarter are the ones with the advantage, and they're the ones that are the expected victors. Stomp Gods who are going to have to overcome. Can they do it?
Very passive A-side setup here. They're going for the retake. Got that paint cans one-way smoke going on out here early on. I imagine there's some flashbang set up to follow in suit. There they go, triggering this execute. Gonzo in the meantime is taking care of this player over in lobby. Quick trades rolling back and forth. It's maintained that 3v3, now into a 2v2, but Blessa has been the difference maker, and he will close things down. 4K in the round right there. Blessa shows up in a big way.
Huge work there indeed from Blessa. 4 kills. That's nasty work. And, you know, beyond that fact, fourth quarter needed to be a little bit better on the coordination there. That front, you know, they were a bit disjointed when it came to the push in. You know, I would have liked to see Gonzo come in from that opposing angle at the right time, as opposed to what was ultimately just one at a time. Either way, here's the force fight. Deagles across the board, and Lesser with the scout. And a couple of bits of utility to back that up as well.
I've left a lot of money in reserves here for Gonzo, which is interesting. I imagine that's going to mean he's at the very least trying to buy an op, if not for himself, then maybe for a teammate over in Lesser. And Lesser trying to work this out of yard. At the moment, no commitment being made here. A minute left onto the clock. A little bit of presence shown towards the ramp room. There's 2 players here, so you have to be careful turning the corner. Fear. Yeah, he's gotten clotheslined right there. That's a big pickup, and now it triggers an A execution. Gonzo in the top. And it's MD right above him on top of the platform. Jamming with the Deagle. Nothing connecting. Struggling, but eventually does find it. Gonzo as well. But it's just a 2v2 here. Still a lot to be desired.
You say that, but honestly, this is really good And Hunter,
Oh,
not going to have the timing, but here's the problem. Are they going to be ready for this flank? The answer is absolutely. Luck doing wonderful work. And Seb with 2 as well. The buyback works wonders. And it is going to be an eco round victory for fourth quarter. We saw them do this in their nuke game earlier against the Pond. They were able to find quite a few eco rounds over the course of that matchup. They've done it here again.
incredible. I mean, what a round right there. The awareness from Luck turns around just in time to help out that diffuse rolling off here. They've actually conceded this. The Force Fire Wars, they won't continue running through that Molly's gonna hurt though. So very bad. Still, they find openers. Lacking success afterwards, though, as they quickly do utilize that low HP bar. MD. 3K in the round right there. It was more expensive than I would have thought if they were just running through the flames, though.
Well, the problem is that the flashes were really good from Stomp God, so ultimately everyone on site was blinded up. But because Stomp Gods ran through the flames, they were able to find the frags anyway on the blinded opponents. So, right decision being made to run through those flames, in all honesty. It's 2-1, and now it's the buy. Really strong on the purchase for both of these teams, actually. Big difference, though, is the utility. Ain't got nothing working for Stomp Gods, but they got frags. There's Gonzo up top. He loves this position, and he's so damn good at it.
Oh, he's even found another 3K. Actually, it's 2 in the round. He's been helped out from some of his teammates here as it's just a 1v3. Started out as a 4v5 initially. There was that early pickoff. And then it all comes collapsing as Gonzo in that angle that he loves so much. With the silencer as well. Doing a world of damage here. Trying to get some spam through the wall. There's a bit of concrete you have to worry about. He gets a high approach. All he's doing is buying time for Seb. Doesn't even need Seb though. He just takes a headshot himself.
Beautifully done. Fourth quarter. In position now to continue their domination. It's 3-1. Stomp Gods have no money to work with. They have nothing to play with. A couple of Deagles being purchased up, and that's about it. Looks like maybe a P250 as well. Blocks for Shepard and Zert.
Early utility usage right now. They're trying to find some chip damage. Oh, Hunter. I thought he was going to miss that jump. He's able to land it. And they stick to the approach here. Need some backup, Lesser. A rare opportunity. Rare misses, but Gonzo has that support. There's one closing in here on top of the generator, ready to peek around it. Not showing his presence just yet. Hard angle to clear, but eventually Gonzo goes for the chase down. He is hungry over on Nuke right now, and it shows. Another 3K from him.
And with only one player going down in Lesser, it's so huge. Gonzo recovered the op. He's going to throw that back over to Lesser, who's on a little bit of a slower start. But you're right. I mean, this guy, he barely ever misses. That was just one round. So here we go. Another gun round in, and this time Stomp Gods have some real utility behind them. That was kind of the issue in their first gun round, is nothing to work with.
Oh, that's been heard though. Gonzo diving down the vents. Presence, no secret about it. Seb holding with the AK flashbang doesn't do it, but he quickly falls off. No headshot delivered just yet. Gonna retreat. It's early map control maintained here. He's had looking to close it out over towards maybe a LRAP, but no, they're all running in towards B. This is a very quick decision, but look who's there to meet it. 3 players. Seb finds 2 headshots there quick with the AK. You don't want to give him an AK at all because he will do so much damage. There's even players in control. Double nade. Oh, nothing can go right here.
And Gonzo wasn't hitting many shots with his M4, but hey, he certainly is taking names and numbers with the HP grenade. Double touchdown there. Kobe coming through, and fourth quarter. They are showing no signs of stopping here. Are Stomp Gods mentally boomed? I don't know. It doesn't feel like they're playing badly. Just that fourth quarter have an answer for everything that's coming on.
Yeah, they really do. Again, like, they try and rush down B in the last round, and they just get met with so much presence. It's so hard to crack through that bomb set when you have to deal with 3 players, although maybe
Woo.
that's a start. You found yourself an opening here. They can't cross to the just yet. They haven't done it. Lesser struggling on the op here. That's kind of a recent occurrence, so it hasn't been a long-standing trend, and so imagine he will find his recovery. He has to clear out this left angle, though. I'm sure he has an idea of where they could be around this corner. He's trying to escape. Yeah, there you go. He finds it. Nice awareness there.
It's a nice confident shot as well. So it's a 4v4. The Eagle's still in hand. Gonna be an A hit. New hut. First shot goes his way. Les is on the train. Lesser taking that shot, but another miss allows for the bomb not to be put down. Now it is 2 versus 2.
Really late flank coming through. Gonzo has to stay alive. Nice molly, but oh, it just forces Fear to peek out off of it. This could be a huge turnaround round right here. Lot of luck, and he is able to find the first. Throwing his USB out to try and draw attention here. Shepard. Oh, he's actually shot up through the wall. Hasn't landed fully, though. He's going to just fully stick it. What a commitment. Shepard has to chase him down. He's fully sticking it. Oh my god, he's got it as well. It's another round that just can't go wrong for fourth quarter.
Yeah, and it's so hard if you're in that scenario to know what the right thing to do is. If you throw your body at it too soon, then obviously you can get killed easily and you're outplayed. If you don't go, then you can get stuck just like that. The best news for Stomp Gods, rather, though, is they've done a lot of economic damage. MD and Luck, the only ones really with money left. Here's Lesser. He's had some struggles getting started, missing that follow-up, but Luck is here, and he's got help. Third. Getting spammed through. Oh, Shepard has that frag, and it's Zert who connects on towards Gonzo, but not before Blessa falls to the push. It's 2v2.
A little bit late on this rotation here. They're both working their way in towards B. Meanwhile, Seb, not sure of exactly where they remain. Now they're doing all these footsteps here. Blast shattering. No secret about this one. Commitment in towards the B bomb site. Nice left and right. Smoke's thrown down, although there's a bit of a gap to be created. Shepard's going to try and abuse that. Only got 16 HP, though. Might need a little bit of help from his teammate to get this job done. They're both committed to this ramp back.
Great adjustment. MD, he's found them both. MD a bit quiet last game, but he's really come up and come out to play here in the opening stages of Nuke.
No kidding. Big closer right there. Massive gap being exploited. A back's turn there towards control as well. Unsure of the positions, but nice, decisive decision makings coming through from fourth quarter, just continuing to assert their dominance on Nuke. It's a totally different side of them. We didn't get to see sort of domination because of the effectiveness of the openings that we saw.
Yeah.
From the likes of the Pawn. In this case, though, when you're not up against the premier caliber players, some of that team play and some of the individuals really do shine on inside of fourth quarter.
Yeah, thinking MD in particular, obviously. Here we go again. Blessa and Co. Stomp Gods walk their way out here and outside. And up here is on Fear. They go down secret. Looks like yes is the answer. Well, these are not ideal timings for those smokes to fade. Good news is, though, that we'll be able to get away with it. Gonzo's hearing all that rotation. He's given the heads up to the rest of his team to say, hey, they're pushing through.
Lesser does not allow entry, though, just yet. There is a trade eventually found. But again, Blessa on this lurk towards the outer yard is able to find multiples. Does get traded eventually. And MD, again, talked about him. He has been going massive so far. This is a crazy angle being held right now. Right around the corner. Hunter going to commit to the push. And MD just deletes him from the server. 1v2 for Shepard. Has to worry about multiple angles, taking the headshot approach. He's going to try and test MD. Does he pass this time? Maybe. It is the trade. Shepard has put himself in a great position. Bomb not necessarily planted for him, though. There's a molly as well from Luck. He's going to tap that bomb, not fully committed. The complete commitment from Shepard. And around the corner he goes. Lock free defuse right there. Well played from him.
Yeah, and you can see a lot of dejection here in the faces of Stomp Gods at the moment. You know, everything they've been trying, it just hasn't been working. And they've been trying different things. We saw Fast A. We saw quick in through Secret. We also saw Fast Ramp attempted. It's all slow ramp. I mean, you know, there's not been, it's not been one-dimensional here from Stomp Gods. That's kind of what I'm trying to get at. We've seen some very close affairs, just nothing quite going over the edge.
Yeah, it's been so many clutches for fourth quarter that eventually you have to think Stomp Gods will win one of these. And with that being the case, they could break that economy and really bounce back into this one for a couple of rounds in a row. Seb again playing the classic, looking for a quick headshot here. Lesser with a very fast reaction to try and cover, but that is a massive commitment into 4 players. Taking around the corner as they just run it down B. This time it's working a little bit better, but Lesser does have something to say about this. Full commitment onto the plant. Fear sticking around here. They're dropping down. They're waiting different angles, but Fear commits to one and it works for him.
Oh, another one. He's threaded the needle. Gonzo trades him out, but at this point, it's 2v2. Gonzo finds a second shot. Dirt down low. Not a lot of help to work with. Open that double door, and now Dirt taking out Lesser means that Gonzo is left all alone, and he can't even find the bomb in the smoke. Oh, so frustrating. And Shepard to get Stomp Gods back on the board.
Nicely done. Nicely done right there. Stomp Gods, not only did they close that round out, giving themselves a great chance to give themselves a couple of rounds string together. Actually a full commitment into this investment coming through. Who likes the fourth quarter? Risky move, but I mean, that's how they were able to get that 8-round streak. The lobby crunch coming through. They got the nail now. Blaster though shot him already. Taking care of him. Gonzo looking to recover, but this is a quick eco bash right now coming through from the side of Stomp Gods. That is a really nice reaction to what was thrown at them.
No dice. Nothing found for Stomp Gods, but look at this. It's a double save. Or I should say a forced buy into a save. More aptly. Fourth quarter. Barring any craziness, any shenanigans. Stomp Gods should be picking up number 4 here. Coming up. Fast outside. Why don't we try it? Here we go. Fire. Good for it. Lock. Indeed, finally finding some kills, but Hunter is playing Overwatch and he's good for it.
Got his teammates back right there. We will get another investment out for fourth quarter. Stomp Gods, they're giving themselves a little bit of room in this half. It was an incredible start for fourth quarter, but eventually the money did catch up to them. All those 1v1 clutches that were converted by them eventually run dry, and once that happens, cracks that economy. Finally, more investment. Double up is a little bit of a reaction here. It's actually Seb who's rocking the secondary, and I like that call because, being honest, he's been overwhelmed very quickly with the passive angles he's been holding. So being able to take a long range angle here and spot out that ramp attack early could be a nice adjustment.
You make a good point on that. Here we see some smokes coming through. I think they missed one. Unfortunate.
See?
The molly doesn't work quite like a smoke, but yeah, I guess in a pinch it's something better than nothing. Ultimately, this is going to cause some rotations, and Gonzo on towards Hunter. Lesser. Flash, no flash. He's going to hit the shot. How does he find that kill? It's traded by Zerk, sure, but MD finds the frag as Bless is all alone.
Him walking away with 1 kill there was a massive. Bless on a 1v3, a workable one. I should get those numbers punched in. He takes it. He's trying to catch him off guard. Gonzo so well prepared. He gets a paint can smoke down. I was a little bit worried if he would be caught off guard and, you know, trying to get back in towards heaven. But he's so very aware and takes care of the business so quickly.
Fourth quarter. One gun round, and they immediately find the answer. Now, Stomp Gods, the good news for them is, you know, with all of the saving that fourth quarter's been doing the last 2 rounds, or 3 rounds rather, they got enough money to buy back in. Unless they're taking some damage, and even more so. So much Molly utility being put out. Nobody actually peeking anything here at the outside position.
Heavy presence here early on. Luck is going to move around there and again catches that execution before it can lift off. He's going to be able to adjust back in time as well. Gonzo has to fight time here. Oh, it's labored. Oh, God, he whips out his USP, but that is a big blunder. The spray was all over the place except for onto the bodies of Stomp Gods, and that delivers them a double op retake on the A bomb site. They'll get away with murder right there. Shepard making this long rotation, and they've already called this round off.
You have to. I mean, what are you going to do? Double op retake? That's not happening. Not at A.
Man, I cannot believe that spray, man. That is a big, big whiff right there. I saw Gonzo, his hands were on his head. No question about that.
Yeah. Frustrating it is, but it is done. 5 rounds now. But 9-6, 10-5. I'd say this is a win for fourth quarter no matter how you slice it.
Yeah, certainly. 10th round would be the icing on the cake here. It's not a bad half for Stomp Gods either. Again, we talk about how CT sided we can see the likes of Ancient. Luke is probably up there, not very close to Ancient. We'll say Ancient's much more CT sided, but yeah, one of the more CT sided maps, that's for sure. So
9-6 certainly
rounds isn't too bad.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Not out of the realm of possibility.
Good chance with this buy though here. I like MP9 on top of the hut roof. Very effective.
You know, I'm impartial to the Sim on top there, but that's okay. MP9 is very effective, as you say. You got to be given the opportunity to shoot at people, and that's not really been given. Seb, with the AWP, I just find fear immediately off the back of this. There it is. Nice frag in the fallback as well.
Oh. Good reaction shot there from Lesser. He does get answered back onto, but Gonzo's still holding on to that advantage here. Hunter struggling to find ground here out the squeaky door, trying to make that second prong with the approach towards the B bomb site. They've lost so many numbers in this attempted execution, the attempted control, that's going to leave them men down. Dropping down the vent though. Okay, Hunter gets around the corner, gets away with murder, make it a double. They both get down there safely. Give them all these the retreat, but there is an opera here to meet. It's going to be tricky, especially with Gonzo and Seb ready for you. It's the 10th round on the board there, and that's a much more stable half for a CT side.
Yeah. 10-5 is certainly very strong. But, you know, you talked about it before. This is a CT-sided map. This is not, you know, I'd say 9-6 is probably like the most even it should be, you know, given just the sidedness advantage. So 10-5 a little bit better than that, but plenty of room for error. There's plenty of options. And here we go. Fourth quarter. Trying to do a bit of a big drop in the fear. He's only tapped one before all 3 players in the ramp fall. The onslaught of the Glocks.
Struggling here. You can see it in the cameras right now. It's a rough scene over in the Stomp Gods department. Rough retake as well. On the ladder. Lesser. Bit of an awkward exchange over in the vents. But it doesn't lend itself any easier of an inbound into this retake. The only option realistically is to try and get that smoke down. He's getting hunted from the back though. Okay. I thought they were going to go for the knife. I saw someone sneak by them. But Luck had said Just goes for the Glock kill there, and it's a really crucial round for fourth quarters to get because it just kicks down Stomp Gods even further.
Yeah, I'm getting some deja vu here. That seems like exactly what happened on the second half pistol for Ancient. Stomp Gods, there was a chance and tried to pull it back, but unfortunately, too much to overcome. Here we go. It's a good setup. Gonna be ready for it. Oh, the answer is absolutely. Yes, please. Blessa with one, but everyone finding success. Fourth quarter. I don't know how they read that or what, but Stomp Gods, I mean, that's just got to be frustrating.
I mean, to be fair, that was a full eco right there. Not much presence to work off of, but still, there's 5 players, and you want to do damage at least. Only walking away with 1 kill. Same case in the pistol round where they had 3 players tacking towards ramp, and they still only get 1 kill. Not able to find these executions. That's a nice double nade. Just chips Fear so far down the molly to follow it. There's no escape. There's no getting out of this position. He's down to 8 HP. Another molly gets thrown at him and spam through the smoke. Poor Fear. And no luck as well for Zert. Oh my god.
This is, I mean, this is a masterclass now. Blessed and Shepard are finally trying to fight back a little bit, but it's going to be Lesser putting down Shepard. And, I mean, there is smiles, happiness, fist bumps, a whole lot of love going on there in fourth quarters camp. And, well, you can see by the postures, Stomp Gods are getting a little frustrated.
Gotta be. I mean, that last round is the definition of frustration in Counter-Strike right there. The shots that were just hit long range with MAC-10s deep down the map, push down ramp though. Oh, just a need to take care of. Although Zert does have something to say about it. Not much longer here. Eagle Spam rolling on off here, struggling to finish the kill is luck. Might have to call in for reinforcements. That he does. Lesser. See if he provides any help. Bomb planted towards B. Both players in 1D distance, and he grabs an AK as well. This has just become a whole lot more interesting.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Now they know. Full kitted utility for Gonzo.
It might do it. A little deep, but the molly certainly to help out. Oh, no, the molly's been missed. Uh-oh.
That's wide.
Still a full 10-second defuse, and that is pretty much going to be the closure. Surely Gonzo peaks at some point, and that he does. 14 on the board. But nice round, I will say.
You know, it got a little close, but ultimately it was fourth quarter. 14-5. This is the round that Stomp Gods need. Do or die.
Yeah, you can't afford to give this round up. That's for sure. This could be curtains if they drop it. That molly, I believe, creates a slight gap in the outside smokes. Maybe an opportunity to utilize that gap over in the outer yard. Lesser, you never see an opper mingle like that. Zert is volleyed off of the opposite vent at the moment. They're getting a lot of information as to where these players lie, specifically on A.
Bless up. In position there on ramp. Zert has been given away. Oh, man. He does well to even find a singular frag. Gonzo on the trade, and Gonzo on another one. He's the trade meister. As Blessa finds Lesser, who's not been hitting everything with that op. 2 versus 3 now. MD and Gonzo. And MD. No way.
Just waiting for the wrap right now. He's got this back silo player dead to right. But not long for the swirl. It gets cleared. That equalizes into the 2v2 once again. He has to break the vent to try and escape into her. Here, no problem doing that. Almost connects through the back of silo. Both players coming in from that lobby position. Fear ready through Squeaky. Blessa. Will they expect this hard to clear off? And no, it might be MD walking right into his crosshair, although that might be a curse. And Gonzo to finish the job. 3K in the round. Full house from MD as well.
Oh
Man.
my goodness. Fourth quarter. They are just, they're playing a different level of Counter-Strike right this moment. And I mean, this is just what we mean, I think, when we talk about how, you know, how this squad for fourth quarter, you know, mostly a main playoff team. They're playing against an absolutely dumpstering in advance.
What?
Right now.
Gonzo is on an absolute bender right now. He's nearly 30.
Fracks.
So close. He's likely going to get it here. He has to. It's the only way to wrap this series up in a nice little bow. Luck right around the corner. Gonzo to trade. They don't fully clear out B. So this might be a bit of a mistake. So he's going to turn his attention back. And oh, it doesn't matter. They're winning every last duel. Fear eventually finds likes a lesser. But it's a 1v4 to keep him in the tournament. Elimination in the hands of Fear. And it's likely that we won't see God. Gods, rather. Not much longer. Yeah. Gonzo gets his 30th kill there. Lovely stuff. You love to see it.
Quick and easy. That's what it was.